She was the den's youngest female dragon. And now Sara Davies is on a mission to help others. She is championing a new form of education which sees students take on a more practical approach than the standard A-levels. And she says it's something that many parents still don't know about. Well, Sarah is here. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
You are a busy woman.
Always, always.
You've got crafting stuff for Father's Day you're going to talk to me about.
Loads of crafting stuff.
But first of all, you're a real champion of, I suppose because of your own experience, you actually did go to university, presumably did A-levels. But you've done something completely different, haven't you? Because you spotted something when you were on work experience and it turned into this enormous business.
Do you know, absolutely that. And I think what I really wanted to talk about today is, I don't know about you, but when I was at school, you did your GCSEs and then you would just push down this route of A-levels and then off to university. Now, thankfully for me, it was the right thing. But I look at so many of my friends who... they're not as naturally academic, but that was what was expected. And your parents pushed you and the schools pushed you and they ended up doing A-levels.
And I felt like employers expected it. So
that's exactly
it was always that thing, go to university, you'll get a better job. But of course, as we know, that hasn't always worked out. People have ended up with debt and jobs that they don't really enjoy.
So that's what worries me. People end up with thousands of pounds worth of debt, tens of thousands of pounds worth of debt. And is that really what employers are looking for? And I can tell you, as an employer, the world of work has changed massively over the last decade. And we've just done a recent survey at Gatsby Education, and we've looked at what actually is important to employers. And I think the results will surprise you, because it didn't surprise me. What they're saying is, for employers, it's actually some relevant on-the-job work experience would be way more valuable than a degree in a field that's not relevant to that role.
And so these T-levels, technical...
Yes.
Technical, I wouldn't say A-levels, but they're technical A-levels.
So you've got A-levels.
So this is what you're championing today.
It is indeed. So your kids can go and do A-levels, or you could do T-levels at the same time. Now, T-levels you can do you could do a craft and design T-level. If you want to work in television when you're older, you could do a media and broadcast T-level. You can do them in accounting or agriculture. And T-levels, it stands for technical levels. So people who are more technical learning.
And it would automatically include a work placement.
That's the difference. So you normally
at
hear
16, 17,
doing this at university, but what you do is it includes a 45-day work placement. So employers like me, we take T-level students into our workplaces, give them relevant on-the-job experience, as well as giving them that education. So it's the school-based learning as well as the on-the-job learning.
And I love this because right now loads of my friends, like some of my babysitters, are doing GCSEs and things like that at the moment. And actually, you know, they're going to be getting their results at the end of August, and I suppose lots of people will be thinking, will I make it through? Will I get the grades? What if I don't? You know, what do I do? This gives them such a great option.
I just think, and that's what I want people to think about. I don't know what's right for you or your kids or whatever it is, but I want parents to know there are so many options out there other than just the academic ones. And technical education is such a brilliant route for kids these days.
And you must see that a lot on Dragon's Den. Why are you taking a break from Dragon's Den, by the way? Because Stephen mentioned it. He said he's missing you.
I've really... They've just finished filming this next series, and, you know, I've really missed not being there with the guys. But for me, this year I bought my original business, Crafters Companion, that I started 20 years ago. I bought that business back from investors early this year.
Wow.
And I've thrown myself into that. And it's been all-encompassing. You know, someone said to me earlier, you can't be successful in business and not be all in. So I've been all in at Crafters Companion, which has meant that it was just not the right time for me to take time out to bring another dozen businesses or so into my portfolio and be able to look after them. So I'm not saying I won't be back. I'm just saying this year my focus had to be on Crafters Companion.
Yeah, look, are you still finding time to do a bit of dancing? Because I know you're still with all your... You're still great friends with all your...
I saw my Aliash last weekend. And my little niece is learning to dance now as well. She came first at Blackpool in a competition 2 weeks ago. And I rang Aliash and I was like, Aliash should be so proud. Because she started because she would watch us dance together.
Oh, isn't that beautiful?
And he choked up. He was so... But you'd think it was his daughter, the way he was going. You know, he was so proud of our little Gracie. She learned to say his name before she was saying my name.
Aliash, that's quite a hard name to say for a baby.
She used to say, my Ali.
My Ali.
Call my Ali. She used to call him on the banana phone when we were dancing.
Stuff. And you're hosting a quiz as well, aren't you? You're so big. I know you're saying you need to be all in at the business, but you are doing a lot of other stuff too. a quiz on ITV?
Yes, so we're all filmed. I'm very excited for this. Time is money. It'll be out later in the year. And it was a different skill set to explore. It was something different to try, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, I bet you have. Now, before you go,
yes,
there must be pressure on Father's Day
in
your household.
Tell me about it.
Because people are expecting you to have handcrafted something amazing with your kids.
Well, I always do. I do the Father's Day cards. I do Father's Day presents. Now, we don't do flowery stuff like this so much, but if you go on my Instagram, on my TikTok, on my Facebook page, I've done lovely Father's Day card ideas. I've got ideas for scrapbook pages, and I've got a brilliant one.
Scrapbook pages, what a lovely
Scrapbook
idea.
pages are amazing. I've got a brilliant one going up tonight, which is showing you how you can gift wrap, even if you just bought something like a mug, how you can gift wrap it to make it look fabulous for Father's Day.
And it's the time and effort you've put in for it that really matters, isn't it?
It's not about how much you've spent.
Yeah.
It's about the time and love that you've put into something.
Well, thank you for finding time for us today. Oh, hi there. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel where we upload new videos every single day. Click here if you're interested in this video or head to the homepage for more amazing content.